last 10 or so years, the Yankees have done more of embarrassing themselves in the World Series and getting gentleman's sweep versus the Dodgers than actually trying to compete for world championships. And after the Yankees made the World Series for the first time since 2009 and 2024, this is how they backed it up. Well, of course, they let their second best hitter on the team and one of the best players in baseball, Juan Soto, walk to their crosstown rivals. And if giving up your second best player after making the World Series for the first time since 2009 wasn't enough, they let their third best hitter walk in Gleyber Torres to the Detroit Tigers. Gerrit Cole was set to need Tommy John surgery and miss the next season. And in all fairness to them, they tried to replace Gerrit Cole, which is an impossible task, with Max Fried, and they did a pretty good job with it. And then you traded away our starting pitching depth and a guy that could have been playing over Anthony Volpe the entire season for Devin Williams, who had the single worst season of his entire career and hates New York. Well, mainly just the Yankees, because he just signed in New York. And because you traded away that starting pitching depth, you had to rely on Marcus Stroman, who was making more money than Tatsui Imai, that you didn't want to sign. And then you DFA'd him midway through the season because he wasn't good enough and your team wasn't good enough. And to replace our aging first baseman in Anthony Rizzo, you replace him with an even older 37-year-old Paul Goldschmidt that no longer could move left and right. So we needed to get more athletic, and at least you traded for Cody Bellinger, and that was awesome. So essentially, you made it to the World Series, got embarrassed, and then you had a net negative offseason. Maybe took 3 steps forward, but you took 10 steps back. Now let's look at what the real blueprint is and what your division rivals just did after taking the Dodgers to a 7th game in the World Series and into extra innings and looking like the better team for a majority of the series. They didn't just take a random shot at it. They are now going all in. They got Dylan Cease, Cody Ponce, the KBO MVP, Tyler Rogers, and NPB sleeper Kazuma Akamoto. So you might be wondering, with all these additions, who did the Blue Jays lose? Well, they haven't lost anybody yet. Bo Bichette seems to want to go back to Toronto. So the one piece that they might lose, they look to be getting back. And they're still in on Kyle Tucker. They are not done spending. They will at least get one of these two, if not both. So when you make it to the World Series, the way to get back and actually win it, or just continue to get better, is always the goal. You have to always add pieces, no matter how good you are. And the Yankees were never this good. And they continue to lose pieces. Look at this. Because if you didn't think last offseason was bad, Cody Bellinger just opted out of his contract and they don't look to re-sign him because he wants too many years. Trent Grisham accepted his qualifying offer, so we're paying him more than Tatsui Imai. Devin Williams just went across town to the New York Mets just like Juan Soto after you traded for him as a rental just like Juan Soto. And one of your best relievers for the last couple of years, Luke Weaver, also left to go to the Mets. And you're looking to explore options to trade Jazz Chisholm because you don't want to pay him after his contract expires. When have the Yankees traded off of their stars? But don't worry, Yankees fans, we signed Paul Blackburn back so that he could pitch when we're down 10 or up 10. What are the Yankees right now? So you go to the World Series, get embarrassed by the Dodgers, get worse